We're finishing up our trip across the country with our final episode on state nicknames. Let's get it! Hello once again, and welcome to another episode of No Chit Chat Trivia, the trivia podcast with less talk and more trivia. We're down to our last 10 state nicknames. If you played the other 4 parts, then you might know which 10 states are left, although that would be pretty impressive if you did. If you haven't played the other 4 state nickname episodes that we've done, it's not a big deal. They could be played in any order. Basically, how it works is I'm going to give you the official state nickname of a U.S. state, and you tell me which state has that nickname. Let's get started. Our first state nickname today is the Aloha State. The Aloha State. Question number 2, the Sunshine State. The Sunshine State. Number 3, the Mount Rushmore State. The Mount Rushmore State. Question number 4, the Badger State. The Badger State. Our 5th question is the North Star State. The North Star State. Question number 6, the Hawkeye State. The Hawkeye State. Number 7, the Sunflower State. The Sunflower State. Question number 8, the Mountain State. The Mountain State. Our second to last question is the Ocean State. The Ocean State. And question number 10, the Peace Garden State. The Peace Garden State. That's the final 10 of our state nickname questions. We'll be right back to see if you knew these final 10 states. We are back and getting into our answers on this final edition of State Nicknames Trivia. Our first question was the Aloha State. This state got its nickname because its residents are generally friendly and hospitable by nature, often greeting visitors with aloha. It is Hawaii. Hawaii. Our second state nickname was the Sunshine State. Its subtropical climate and abundant sunshine earned this state its nickname of the Sunshine State. It is Florida. Florida. Question number 3, the Mount Rushmore State. This state is the Mount Rushmore State because Mount Rushmore is there. It is South Dakota. South Dakota. Number 4, the Badger State. This one is pretty interesting. It's not what you might think. This state is called the Badger State because the early miners in the area were either too poor or too busy to build a home, so they actually just lived right in their mines. So since they lived in the mines, people started calling them badgers for living in burrows in the ground like animals. Pretty interesting stuff. This all took place in the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Question number 5, the North Star State. This state nickname originates from the French motto that's on the state's flag and seal, which translates to the Star of the North. This state is Minnesota. Minnesota. Number 6, the Hawkeye State. There's some debate over the origin of this state nickname. Some people say it is inspired by a Native American warrior named Black Hawk. Other people say it's a reference to the character of Hawkeye in the great novel The Last of the Mohicans. Either way, the state is Iowa. Iowa. Question number 7, the Sunflower State. This state is known as the Sunflower State because its climate is perfectly suited for growing them, so there's abundance of them throughout the state. It is Kansas. Kansas. Our 8th state nickname today, the Mountain State. This state nickname is due to the fact that this state is the only state entirely within the Appalachian Mountain region. It is West Virginia. West Virginia. Question number 9, the Ocean State. This state is known as the Ocean State because of its geographical location and abundance of coastline. It is Rhode Island. Rhode Island. The final question today, and the 50th and final question in this state nickname series, is the Peace Garden State. This state nickname comes from the fact that the International Peace Garden resides between the province of Manitoba and this U.S. state. It is North Dakota. North Dakota. I hope everyone enjoyed this series on state nicknames, and hopefully you learned a little something about the origins of those state nicknames. All right, until next time, let's remember to be kind to each other. Peace.